Right, folks. I hope you're well. I really do. It's Saturday. It's still bloody warm. Still really, really warm. It's too warm for me. I don't like this. But then again, I don't like many things in life, me. I'm a right grumpy old git. So what would you expect? Showbiz news. I've got some showbiz news for you. Not a lot happening, but I'll give you what I've got. Right. Sir Rod, he's from Showbiz, isn't he? You're going to see a lot of him this weekend. If you're watching the Beeb tomorrow, he'll be at that there Nebworth. He's saying we should all give Nigel a chance. Nigel Farage. He stepped out of line. I think he's always been a Conservative backer. I think he has. He's not very happy with Keir Starmer at all. And he says we should all give Nigel Farage a chance. I'm not saying I'm endorsing what he says. I'm just saying it's a bit strange for Rod to come out and say that. Some are happy with it. Some are unhappy with the statement. Now, we heard tomorrow he's having 3 guests on the old stage there. We knew Ronnie Wood was one of them. I've heard today that the other 2 are Lulu and Mick Hucknall. I'm thinking, that could be a mistake, Rod. It could be a mistake. I've not heard Mick sing for a while, but there's every chance he could sing you off the stage. But we'll see. You never know. Vallance, rumoured, well, it's not rumoured, it's happened. She split with husband Nick Candy, billionaire Nick Candy, after 13 years of marriage, or at least 13 years together. Billionaire, I think she'll do all right. There'll be a payout in the off in there. She'll be all right. ALANIS MORISSETTE, did you see these videos, the Showbiz one? I mentioned old ALANIS here. I told you that. I watched her yesterday on the old Glastonbury. I thought she sounded absolutely fantastic. I really did. But I was disappointed because I've seen 20-25 minutes and she didn't do a couple of massive hits. And I said to her indoors, I'll tell you what, I bet they've just shown a bit of the set. I bet you'll get it all on the iPlayer. Oh, how right I was. I listened to it today, the bits I'd not heard, and I thought, God, she sounds good. And looks good for age, sounds good and looks good. But I'll tell you what threw me. Part of me was wishing I was listening to it rather than watching it. Now, I'll tell you why. I've got a brother-in-law. Don't like him. Don't like him at all. And I've also got a sister-in-law. Like her a lot. Fell out with her a few times, but like her a lot. And I've always said about both of them, they're very similar in one way. Rhythm. They haven't got any. You put a song on, any kind of song, you can put the most well-known song on in the world and they'll dance to it and you think to yourself, what are they dancing to? What are they listening to? They could be on that, that silent disco or whatever it is, listening to something what you can't hear. They're dancing to something totally different than you and I would dance to. Totally different. And I keep thinking, there's no rhythm there. One of them claps out of tune. When they're clapping, they can't clap in tune. And you're clapping with them and you start thinking, oh, well, it throws everyone out. ALANIS Morissette, seeing her moving yesterday, dancing. She's only moving one foot to the other. And the song's like a low tempo when she's going like that, dead fast. Then she's dead slow and the music's fast and so on and so forth. And I'm thinking, what's going on here? Absolutely no rhythm whatsoever. You think she would have the way she sings. And a great musician, you think she'd be spot on. No rhythm whatsoever. Very off-putting, very off-putting. ALANIS, if you're watching this, next time you're doing anything, Glastonbury or anywhere else for that matter, stand bloody still. Don't move. Don't move. We want to hear you. We don't want to... Because you're watching you and you're getting confused watching you and you're not hearing the song. Very off-putting. Heard something just on the telly. The horse racing ended just and something came on. I don't know what it was called. Something with that Stephen Mulhern fellow. Well, I can't say I like him. He's never done me any harm. But I can't say I like him. He's another one of these people that earns a lot of money for not a lot of talent. In my humble opinion. Anyway, he's fronting another show there, and there's this woman on the show. It's at the start of the show. I never watched the show. I turned it almost straight over, but I'm glad I heard this bit. This woman, Mulhern's talking to her, and she rings someone. She rings her husband. Say his name's George. I'm making up because I don't know. George, you'd never guess what's happening to me. What he says? I'm filming a TV show with Stephen Mulhern. George says, who? Stephen Mulhern. He said, who's that? She says, you know him. He appears often with Anton DEC. Mulhern wasn't happy. I thought it was funny. I thought it was great. Sadly for me, I know who Stephen Mulhern is. I also know who Anton DEC are. I don't like any of them. I think they're all crap. They're all overrated, although Anton DEC have done very, very well for themselves. Mulhern's done very well with even less talent. But I thought that was funny. Would you have done? I bet you would have done. Even if you like him, you've got to say that's funny. Come on, let's be honest. That is funny. Who? He appears with Anton. I don't know. I'm repeating myself. I had a mate that used to do that. He's not funny, fam. Now I won't do that again. Right. I'll love you and leave you. I'll catch you later. Make sure you catch this next one about Katie Price. I think it's funny. I was going to put it in this, but no. She deserves a message all to herself, does Katie, today with what I've just read and with what I've just seen.